for tricking Apple out of more than a whopping $2.5 million by sending in convincing fake iPhones for repair. How? Like, Apple, how did you get finesse like that? How you let them niggas run your pockets this type of way? Nah, we gotta read. Skip the first paragraph. Tag stuffing. Just to explain, like, tag stuffing is basically part of SEO. For those of you who don't know what SEO is, it stands for search engine optimization. Why is search engine optimization important in a website? They want their website to pop up when you Google it. So think of it as in like putting hashtags on your post. When people look up this hashtag, or when people are watching a lot of videos based on this hashtag, you would want your video to pop up first because you benefit from your video popping up first rather than somebody else's. The same thing with articles, just replace it popping up on under a hashtag to it being a first video to pop up on Google in the search results. All right, now back to the article. According to the press release, the fraudsters successfully caused a loss of more than $2.5 million. Knowing Apple, that's like 6 fake iPhones. Of course, sentencing includes some monetary restitution. Oh, them niggas going to jail. This being in the form of over $1 million. God damn. From one of the criminals, and over 300,000, basically 400,000 from the other, which adds up to basically 1.5 million, more than $1 million shy of the full restitution needed to make up Apple's losses. All they need to do is release a new phone, and $2 million is nothing. For Apple, $2 million is fucking nothing. $1 million is pennies to Apple, though, I suppose. What's more concerning is that the scheme actually worked for a while. It evolves. That's what I want to know. With spoofed IMEIs in for repair. Oh my God. These niggas was coming up with fake registration plates for iPhones. Oh my goodness. And if you don't know what I mean by they was creating fake registration plates, I'm not going to put you on. But if you know what I'm talking about, if you know a car thief, you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. According to a 2019 affidavit from Stephen Cohen, a U.S. Postal Service inspector and Apple brand integrity investigator, advised law enforcement of a general fraud screen where individuals in various parts of the U.S. received suspected counterfeit phones from Hong Kong and so they were buying food. So basically these niggas was buying phones off of Alibaba and Temu that said they were iPhones for like $30, sending it in for repairs, them not being able to repair it. Then they shrugged their shoulders and be like, oh, guess you just gotta send my money back to this specific payment method, and they probably did it. The thing about a scam like this is you can't run it up to 2 million. This is also a cautionary tale, and why I always say being a scammer is fucking dumb, right? Walk with me. So they got $2 million out of this scam, and they owe collectively around $1.5 million, right? What did you gain out of this? So you made $1 million, and you're gonna have to spend some time in jail, but now you gotta sit, right? The thing about that is you still gotta come out of jail, and with that $1 million, now you gotta figure out a way to make another $1 million so that you can pay this company back. So it's like, technically they made it out with some money, but did they really make it out with some money? The thing that always happens with scamming is you can never stay ahead of the curve when scamming, because the way that it works is you have to always find a new scam. You always have to find a new con, because what a lot of people don't realizing is you can't use the same scam forever, nigga. Eventually it's gonna get patched. Eventually the company's gonna figure out the method, and it's not gonna work anymore. What do you do when it gets to that point? Because if you keep trying to use a method that gets patched, you end up in a situation like this, owing $2 million. Whenever you get greedy and use a method that's already been run into the ground and is basically public knowledge in the scammer nigga community, you can't use that method anymore. Why? because everybody knows it, meaning everybody's gonna spam it, meaning it's more likely that a dumb nigga that fucks up the steps and doesn't pay attention is going to use it, meaning it's more likely that the company is going to find out what the method is and fix it. So with scamming, you always have to figure out a scheme right before anybody else knows it works and use it right up until it starts to go mainstream. It is incredibly difficult to do that unless you're the one creating these vulnerabilities, which at that point, the scam would be creating the vulnerabilities, not exploiting those specific vulnerabilities. Meaning it's kind of hard to stay ahead of the curve, because how are you creating these vulnerabilities? If it's because you work at the company, then that means you're going to need to work at more than one company or work at different companies in succession. It's not very likely to work out unless you're a literal technical genius, which at that point, you would be smart enough to know there's other shit you can make money off of. I just want to say that real quick. I just want to say that. Like, put that on your mind, put that on your heart, in case you're a scammer, nigga. Back in February, the U.S. Attorney's Office in D.C. said trial evidence showed that conspirators submitted more than 5. See, that's what I mean by greedy. You sent in 5,000 of them bitches? I need to know how long of a period were they doing this over, because that could make it even worse. Because like after 1,000, because if they sent 5,000, what I suspect is what they would do is they would buy these fucking fake iPhones in bulk. They'll buy like 20, 30 of them bitches, send them in, and get like 20 to 100,000 off of them. How did they even get money out of this? That's what I want to know. Intending to cause a loss of more than 3 million to Apple. Because it would be, because I'm not going to hold you, it would really be real life stupid if these niggas brought however $1 million in fake iPhones cost and sent them all at once. These niggas would be stupid if they did that shit to Apple. So yes, the fraudulent scheme was spotted by Apple and stopped before it ran to, where was I just lost my place. Ran to its completion, but not before $2.5 million worth of losses were already accrued, and it looks like 1 million of that won't be returned to Apple. They'll be alright. That scheme worked so well for so long. Oh, the way that scheme works so well for so long is scary, because it shows just how convincing fake iPhones can be. If Apple can't spot such a large quantity of fake iPhones for such a large time, how can ordinary users be expected to? And this is where I gotta disagree. Because in theory, yeah, this does sound crazy. What do you mean Apple can't recognize whenever they have a fake Apple iPhone? One thing I will always sit up on the stream and say is, most of you people who carry around a phone have $1,000 computer in your pocket that you don't know how to use. Number one. Number two, when it comes to companies as big as Apple, usually the training is dog shit. So I'm not surprised that they didn't notice certain things were wrong with the spoofs and with the spoofed phones and stuff like that. Cause who says that the people who are getting these phones weren't insiders faking and pretending like they didn't know the phones worked? Number one, that the phones were fake. Number one. Number two, who's to say that like because they were trained off of that? There's a lot of companies, large companies, that have really shit training. Oh, there's more. Above all, this is perhaps a good reminder to be extra careful with the second-hand iPhone market. When it comes to certain technology, I just don't believe in buying that shit secondhand. An iPhone is one of them. Personally, I'd avoid it entirely, but if you're going to go the secondhand route, at the very least, ensure you're buying from a trusted seller. If these iPhones are so convincing, it doesn't even make sense to buy from a trusted seller, because even then you can still get finessed. In fact, that's good advice across the board. We in the wonderful world of PC gaming aren't immune to fraudulent components either. Yeah. But it's like, yo, I really want to learn more. If y'all have, like I always say, if y'all ever have information about these articles and stuff like that, feel free to send it to me. Even if you see like an article on Twitter, or if you just see it on your Google Gaming News and you think it would be interesting for me to talk about, don't be afraid to DM it to me. Don't be afraid to send it to me on like Twitter or whatever. All my platform socials are open. But speaking about openness and platform socials, this man was open to doing one of the smartest things I've seen in a very long time in politics. Well, actually, I don't know if it was him or his campaign team. I mean, because this sounds like somebody my age on his campaign team would think of. Tim Walz rally streamed on Twitch with Zoomer-friendly World of Warcraft gameplay. Now, I thought it was League of Legends gameplay off the screenshot, but still with World of Warcraft, what they did was really fucking smart. They took one of the statistically most likely to be interesting games and put it on the side of the screen while he talked. Because one thing that for people in my age range, you have to take into account too when you're marketing to, is that a lot of us have brain rot, TikTok, ADHD, hard to pay attention brain, right? So doing something like this is good because it helps us pay attention. And this is also what I say about competition breeds excellence. This is an excellent idea on the campaign team's part. Now, if I was World of Warcraft, I would say, yo, quit that shit right the fuck now. But I don't know. I'm just saying this is a fucking smart idea. Let's see if this article gives us any real details. Presidential candidates streaming on Twitch is nothing new per se, but the Harris campaign has taken things a step further ahead of the 2024 election. VP candidate known as Geek Walz was in Arizona on the 9th of October for his latest rally, which was 2 days ago, because today currently the day and time of this stream / filming is 11/10/2024. It's the 11th, and yeah, the 9th was 2 days ago. Rather than merely broadcasting the rally on the official campaign Twitch account, however, they opted for something different. I wonder if it was somebody live playing it, or if it was just them taking some pre-recorded footage off of YouTube and looping it. Twitch streamer it was live. Twitch streamer Preheat was enlisted for the gig, reportedly volunteering his gameplay for the rally. Did they pay him for it, or did he just do this shit for the love? It has nothing directly to do with the in-person rally, but it's all part of the campaign's plan to appeal to a younger male demographic. They're trying to get the dick swinger vote. To be clear, Tim Walz isn't playing WoW with me. Preheat had to clarify before the broadcast got underway. There's no real involvement from WoWs on the WoW side. Instead, it's purely just, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like somebody on a campaign team knew Preheat personally and said, yo, do this for me and I'll make my campaign team drop you off a little bag on the side that can get you right. That's what this sounds like. This sounds like somebody throwing a man's the alley-oop. There's no real involvement. It's just purely him giving his speech while gameplay is on the side, leading to strike a chord with some Zoomer audience on Twitch. Don't be surprised if their next rally features Subway Surfer or Family Guy. They can't do, because that violates not RIAA, that's music. DMCA, that's what I'm looking for. That violates DMCA copyright law, and it does not go under fair use, and we don't even know if Seth Rogen would be cool with that. Obviously, Preheat said it would be pretty cool to get him playing WoW. Yeah, nigga, whatever. A self-professed dork, Walz has a long history in the gaming space. Back in his stretch as governor in Minnesota, he even gave his endorsement for high school esports. Okay, so there is a chance this was his idea if he really is out here doing stuff like this. This happened in August of 2024, so this is not too long ago. Apple Valley feels a bit different now, knowing we're the first and only esports team endorsed by the new government. Okay, that's cool, because Yeah, we need some order in the esports gaming space, man. As somebody who loves watching esports, yes, that scene has a lot of fuckery going on behind the scenes and needs some legal proceedings that have been pending in a minute. And like, that's not even a get into. And I'm just talking about on the business side, on the player side. I don't even want to get into the what players be doing in their free time at those tournaments. That's where it gets real devious. Especially how every 5 fucking minutes my favorite Smash players are getting outed as SAers. You are at the helm of transforming a hobby into potentially life-changing career in a new and innovative realm of sports. Blah blah blah. There's no telling where his idea came from. Directly, yeah, same shit I said. But with over 44 live viewers on a day, damn, he pulled 4K people just by doing that dumb shit. Hey, they probably use whoever the fuck Preheat is. It sounds like he's good or well known in that community, and he probably brought a good amount of his fan base over. Drawing over 1,000 on his channel, it's clearly turned heads as intended. They did their thing with that one. They did that thing. They got their name into some more mouths and shit like that. Oh, this one I more so wanted to bring up because there are people modern day who really believe that global warming isn't real, and they still believe that dumbass shit that the government got weather machines. And even if the government have weather machines, there's just certain things that it wouldn't be beneficial to do. For example, flooding a desert. How do you benefit off of that? The Sahara, just in case. Oh, there's no music or nothing? Okay. Just in case you're a little bit slow, the Sahara Desert has flooded. Yes, one of the world's biggest deserts that used to be a lake. Oh, these are real images. Look at this. This is supposed to be a desert. This is water in the damn desert. Water in the damn desert, bro. They're showing you drone shots. This is water in the motherfucking desert. This is the desert flooding. This is the desert flooding. But, you know, some of you niggas just don't have the mental capacity to throw a fucking bottle in the recycling part and to reuse and reduce. Because that's another benefit also of not upgrading your technology every fucking year. It helps the environment because e-waste contributes a lot to contribution. Now I know sometimes you do gotta throw that phone the fuck away. Some of y'all need to e-waste y'all PS4s because that shit is old and you're holding everybody back. Fuck y'all. But just do your part to help the environment, man. Do your part to help the environment. Now I saw something, a headline about this game earlier, and I went and I downloaded the trailer. Let's see if this game is cool, and let's see if it's good. Let's see if it impresses me, surprises me, does any of that. Okay, this is pre-alpha footage. It looks stiff as fuck. They need to smoothen out those animations a little bit. Cause like what they got going looks cool, but they just need to polish it a bit more. I mean, the world looks fire, but how much of it will be interactive and meaningful? Okay, you can slow down, hit max pain with the shots. This game looks linear as fuck, and I hope it is that way because I'm tired. Like I said, I'm tired of all these fucking open world games with empty ass open worlds where you're doing a whole bunch of fucking nothing, or you're just, most of the damn game is just you walking from point A to B, fighting for 2 minutes, dying, and then walking. Oh, that's a lot of people on the screen. I love to see it. And you could run on walls and flip walls. I wonder if it's just dedicated spot or if it's like any wall you see you could run on. Because I'm not gonna lie, if it's any wall you see you could run on, that's cool. If it's only specific walls, yeah, this shit is not that fun. And right now it's looking like any wall, but I don't know. Like, the thing that's really making me like this is that the levels are linear. Only thing that could keep me off a game that looks this fucking cool is if the game is 100 million trillion quintillion hours long. Cause y'all know me, I hate a 1,000-hour game. I'm not gonna lie, the art style look. Dear game developers, this is how you drop a fucking game trailer. This is how you drop a game trailer. put some music in the background, show us about a minute of vertical slice exciting gameplay that shows off the unique features of this game. What is the unique feature of this? What is this game? It's a game where you're running around levels, you're shooting, and you're fighting these robots or whatever, right? But also another cool thing about the game, which I won't have to wait too long for them to enact, is that you could run on walls. It took them 30 seconds into a minute-long trailer to show us what's unique about this game. Now, they could have showed it a bit earlier, but I feel like that's a bit nitpicky on my part. But look, they could run on walls, they could shoot shit, they got cool abilities where they could shoot a lot of robots at once. There's hordes you could just mow down with the chopper. This seems fun as fuck to me. They shut the fuck up and showed some gameplay. They didn't show some introspective emo boy ass cutscene that nobody gives a fuck about. They shut their whole ass up and showed some gameplay, nigga. That's what people love. That's what people want. That's what people like. The people are loving this. The people are loving this. This is how you get people hype and interested for your game and see if they want to play your game. Man, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's in the trailer? Hello? Does the editor just hate you? Look, robots are floating. They're not supposed to float when they're died. Only those 2-3 robots are doing that. What? Come on, man. Now, they did say this is pre-alpha footage, so I'm not going to be mad at them. And it's probably leftover physics from when they were spinning around the orb. But bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's not a good look for your trailer. This game better not be jank when it drops in early access, because I just feel like I know this game going to be early access.
Rivals of
now, for not the least important thing here, probably was going to be the thumbnail. I don't fucking know what the thumbnail of these shits be until I make them, but probably was going to be the thumbnail or its own video, maybe even. Rivals of Aether 2, currency and cosmetics. Now, if this is just a bunch of battle pass shit, it's not going to be its own video. But if it's more than that,
is releasing in just under 2 weeks, and we are extremely
sadly
to finally get our labor of love out into the world. As part of
I'm happy to see it.
We're getting you the full download on what to expect in the game.
Oh, I thought they was about to say we're giving you the full download of the game for free. I was about to say, but no. Yeah, yo, y'all gotta watch y'all language in these videos. Don't play with my emotions like that, game.
Dan Fernacey. Last week, we talked about the key features the game will launch with, and today we're talking about our currencies, cosmetics, and how they tie into progression. Our goal is to keep things fun, fresh, and rewarding, all while making it so we can keep giving you new content. Plus, make sure your character in game has as much personality as you do, so you can style on your opponents.
The Papa's Pizzeria ass fit.
3-part series of videos. Our final topic after this one will include our plans for the game.
That one will definitely be its own video.
I'm Dan Fernacey, the studio lead at Eat Videos. And yes, we've seen your concerns. That I'm not doing a good enough job of taking your money. That's my bad. Definitely work on that one in the future. But for now,
yeah, we know you are gonna, pal. We know you are.
This model,
nobody passes up on a free opportunity for money, especially when people are begging them. Rivals of poverty.
Now that's the question everyone's been asking.
I swear to God, if this fucking game costs more than $70, I love Rivals of Aether, but I'm not paying no fucking $60 for this game.
And I'm happy to say that the game will be $29.99 USD.
$30 price tag. Let's go. Let's go. Not every game needs to be a $70 experience. This is one thing I love to see. Okay, so to explain my thoughts, to explain my thinking process, some game developers need to be fucking humble, because one thing, being in the entertainment business, and this goes for if you're making YouTube videos, if you're making music, if you're making fucking TV shows, one thing you will learn very quick is audiences have no problem calling something you worked for a very long time on a piece of shit if it's a piece of shit. You always have dick riders of certain people that just say yes to anything, but audiences will humble the flying fuck out of you whenever they get the chance.
with region-specific pricing through Steam. There will be a variety of cosmetics so players can customize their experience.
I like this music too.
Our cosmetics and economy systems in a way that not only keeps our studio going, but also feels fair to our players. There'll be skins that drastically change the look of your character.
Ooh, yes.
You can add visual effects and sound effects at some of the higher rarity. There'll be palettes that change the colors of your characters on both the default
I don't like palette swaps, but I get it.
premium skins. There'll be taunts so you can style on your opponents.
Ooh, specific taunts.
So you can customize your profile. There'll be emotes so you can talk to your opponent in between online matches. There'll be effects that change the explosion that happens when you get KO'd, and you can respawn platform for when after you get back. All in all, there'll be approximately 300
Let me sit down.
in-game at launch.
Uh,
The main way is by just playing the game through the character progression
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
each time you level up a character. Also,
That's cool.
I mentioned in our previous video,
How harsh is it gonna be?
events where you can unlock themed cosmetics. And finally, you can purchase cosmetics by using the 2 different in-game currencies. Ether coins are the currency you get by just playing the game. You can earn XP and
There better not be no money exclusive skins.
you can spend these in the coin shop
Every skin better be buyable.
by spending real money, but can also be earned through play. You'll get some Ether bucks through character levels, and even more by playing in the monthly events. You can spend these in the buck shop. 100 Ether bucks are worth $1, and 1 Ether buck can get you 100 Ether coins. We aren't trying to hide anything, but you'll have to do just a little bit of math. The coin shop refreshes each day with new items available.
I like that.
You don't have to play every day, but doing so will show you more options. And whenever you purchase it,
I don't like that.
automatically restocks one from the same category. The buck
That's good for retention, but I don't like the idea of if I want to buy an item, I gotta specifically log on today to get that item. Like, I'm more a fan of shops that kind of stay static for like your season or whatever. So let's say you're selling Christmas items. So on the main advertisement page, you put all the Christmas items. If you have that rotating, but everything is buyable at all times, but everything is buyable at all times, that's cool. But I don't know about the idea of making it so that I have to log in. I have to log in today and hope the item that I want to actually pay for with my money. Because as you said, people are begging to give you their fucking money. But I want to log in to pay for something just to find out it's not in the shop. Like, that kind of sucks ass.
shop is a premium static shop with a growing catalog.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Just my concerns.
Locks it on skin that we teased back in April. Go here if you love Ether Studios and want us to keep making cool stuff. Cosmetics will help us pay for upkeep and allow us to create new content. If you're sad that you missed a monthly event and didn't get the rewards in time, don't worry. The grindable cosmetics will enter the coin shop once the event ends, and the premium items will remain in the buck shop forever. We're adamant about only selling cosmetic items that don't affect gameplay. Our plan is
Thank God.
characters and game.
Multiverses, pay attention, listen up.
There will be new skins and other cosmetics.
Wait, hold up, let me run that back. Multiverses, yo, WB, yo, what greedy bitch ass everybody that works at what greedy bitch ass niggas. I'm not talking about everybody that works in terms of like the workers, because a lot of the time with these games, the developers of these fucking games don't be wanting to make these goddamn games, but they have a family to feed and a metaphorical gun to the back of their head saying, make this game or you're gonna get bitched. And they do not choose to get benched. I was trying to say benched, but it came out bitched. Whatever.
Up forever.
Well, greedy bitch ass niggas, this what we want to hear.
We're adamant about only selling cosmetic items that don't affect gameplay.
You hear that? They only sell cosmetic items that don't affect gameplay. They're not selling fucking XP boosters. They're not making it so that their goddamn story mode, you gotta pay to basically play the fucking story mode, and you get worse than diminishing returns the more you play it. They're just offering you a store. They're just offering you a store with skins. They're offering you a story mode with the story in it, and that's it. Well, greedy bitch ass niggas, listen up. Maybe somebody will play your fucking game if you stop trying to sell everybody everything every goddamn second. If they're gonna buy something, they're gonna buy something. Don't make your game free to play. If you're not ready to have your game be free to play.
And other cosmetics added every month to both in-game shops. We'll also be partnering with creators and event organizers to introduce cosmetics.
That makes sense.
With that, we have covered.
If I played them, I would use that definitely
at launch. Next week, we'll be sharing something that many of you have been asking.
Also, one thing I hope that they don't do is I hope they don't make character specific cosmetics, because to me that's kind of fucking annoying when there's this cool ass cosmetic that only one character in the game has and you play a whole different character. Please don't make that a thing. Please don't make that a thing.
Post-launch roadmap. So stay tuned.
I will definitely stay tuned. Yeah, I don't think this was strong enough. I don't know. It might be its whole video. It might not. But overall, I love it. I love it. I love it. Off-brand games. For this being the first game in off-brand games, wonderful, man. Wonderful. Y'all are doing the Lord's work with this one. Y'all are really doing the Lord's work with this one. There's a lot of studios that could learn from y'all, because like the only reason why a game like Rivals of Aether doesn't do crazy like numbers, like even it doesn't touch Brawlhalla type numbers, is simply because of IP recognition. Like you kind of gotta be a hardcore platform fighter gamer, like specifically hardcore into platform fighters, to know about this game. Because as I say, and as all my Rivals of Aether friends will swear to God it's not, the thing that attracts most people to this game is the fucking workshop. So we'll see. That being said,